From Miami, Florida, today we get to enjoy the temperature-controlled atmosphere under the roof of Marlins Park. Today it's majors versus minors between the New Orleans Zephyrs and the Miami Marlins. It's Marlins baseball, and it's next on the show. Jose Fernandez, the Cuban-born right-hander, will be on the mound to start. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, he's been great his entire career. Career ERA in the low 2s. Every time out, keeps his team in the ball game, gives them a good outing. I expect to see the same here in this one.
Swing and a miss, 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. On the ground to the left side. Backhanded. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away. Center fielder. In now, Hector Cortez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
And if he can come in here and start putting that pitch in that location, ain't nobody going to touch him.
Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. Henry Lerma gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. Lerma. Right there for strike 1.
That's a two-seam fastball right there. It looks to the hitter like it's going to be inside, and then it tails back to the inside corner of the plate.
Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Here it comes on 1-1. That one finds the target on the outer half. It's 1-2.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Adam Conley, the southpaw out of the state of Washington, will be the starter. What's your take on him, EK?
Remember, guys, this is someone that will come at you with 4 different pitches. He'll change velocity, he'll go up and down, the break on the pitches makes it a real challenge for a hitter.
The windup and the 0-1. Grounded to short. A barehanded pickup. He's out.
Oh, love it.
Stepping in, Justin Bohr. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. That evens it up, 1-1. Drilled to first. Scruggs is right there, and he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first. And with that, here's a look at the Zephyrs on D. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, this defense is really anchored up the middle, and most specifically, the guy over at second base. He turns the double play as well as anybody in the game, has a lot of range, and really takes away a lot of hits from the other team.
Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. A ball and 2 strikes. The count now with the bases empty and 2 away. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart from.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. An inning in the books. No score here on the show. Xavier Scruggs makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Tried to get the arms extended, but he couldn't. 1-1.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you have to attack a guy like this. He wasn't even close on that pitch.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. At the plate, James Iwamura, as the switch hitter, will take his cuts left-handed here. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good. Number 68 steps in now.
Number 68.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
That's what you need to do after a hit by pitch. Get right back on that horse and fire a fastball in there.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
And he's tracking that all the way across the plate, but that had too much sweep to it for him to think of swinging.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. Ronnie Drew set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
And he lays off there, 1-0. No score here as we play inning number 2. That's wide, 2-0. Very patient here in these opening few innings.
And I think that's exactly what they're going to need to do. The more hitters counts that you can get yourself in, the more fastballs you're going to see. And this is a good fastball hitting team.
Hey.
2-2.
And you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he
got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. The dangerous Giancarlo Stanton will get the first shot when we return. And there now is Giancarlo Stanton. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
Giancarlo Stanton.
Couldn't quite pull that swing back. He went around for strike 1. Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. 2-1.
1 strike.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
And they know full well the threat that this guy poses. So even down 3-1, I can't imagine he's going to get anything that he can drive right here.
Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Now a swing and a miss, and Stanton is down on strikes for round number 1. Martin Prado stands in for the first time. Into the windup and the pitch. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here, 0-1. Bottom of the second here with no score. The 0-1 is a fastball low, and that evens the count at 1-1. Had nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
Well, tough to start a game much better than this. He's run through these first 5 guys pretty easily. This is already his 3rd strikeout of the ball game. Looks like he's in it for the long haul here.
Chris Johnson is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
Oh, that's not a bad idea right there. Go ahead and try that back foot slider on a 1-2. Hope you can get him.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Back at Marlins Park for the 3rd inning as we get a nice aerial view of Miami Beach's Art Deco district. Jeremy Pruitt is into the box as we are all set to begin the 3rd.
Second baseman, Jeremy Pruitt.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
Now that he's fully loose out there, you can see he's getting a little more zip on that fastball than he had coming out of the gate.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Oh, just a little over anxious right there. I guess he figured he had a pretty good gauge on that fastball, and he hoped he'd see it again, but he got the curveball instead.
And a swing and a miss as he picks up yet another strikeout. 6 of them already, and there's 1 gone in the inning.
Boy, he just dominated that at-bat right there. You want to see a power pitcher go right through a guy? This is a 3-pitch see you later right here. Have a seat.
Stepping in now, Adam Conley. As he will swing and miss on a fastball on the outer half, it's strike 1.
Right now, they'd be lucky to just put one in play.
A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he is in complete control now. 7 strikeouts as this is swung on and missed for the 2nd out.
And remember now, he finished off the previous inning with back-to-back strikeouts. And now he started this inning with 2 more. So he's really got it working out there now.
Into the box, Derek Sauer. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1.
Yeah, he's not really getting on top of that curveball right now, and that's going to get him into trouble if he keeps leaving it up there like that.
That'll be a souvenir, and the count will move to 1-1. Here's the 1-1 delivery. And that misses. 2-1. Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
We're already at 4. Do I hear 5 strikeouts in a row?
He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Full count. 3-2.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
Both teams so far yet to crack the hit column. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. JT Realmuto will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and They've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
And that misses for ball one. Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
Oh, nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Well, that pitch is so low and such an easy take that you basically waste that opportunity you had on 2-2.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Looped out toward third. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Batting 8, the shortstop, Adeiny Echeverria.
Adeiny Echeverria stands in. First pitch of the at-bat. And he'll lay off a fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0. Runner goes. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. All even now, 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
Boy, and just a great call that time to turn to the changeup. That's one of those at the plate where you don't even wait for the umpire to make the call. You know you're a goner.
Jose Fernandez comes to the plate, possibly receiving a bunt sign in order to stay out of the double play.
Yeah, and everybody's got a different opinion on this situation. But in reality, it really comes down to how the pitcher is with the bat in his hands and what he can do.
And they start him out away with a called strike. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss, and another punch out here. 6 already, and that's out number 2.
Well, so much for being thrown out of rhythm by that leadoff single. Doesn't seem to have affected him one bit. Come back with the 2 straight strikeouts, and now he's turned things around in this inning.
Marcell Ozuna will dig in again. He grounded out to start the home first.
And he only saw a couple pitches, too. And that's great for the pitcher when you can get an easy leadoff out like that.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In there, no balls and a strike.
Yeah, a little surprising he didn't offer it that one. That was a dangerous spot for a good fastball hitter.
2 out with the man at first. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Boy, that's another pitch right down the middle, though. So he's gotten away with it so far, but I think he's given him a little bit too much to hit here.
Just a touch outside. 1-2.
A good high fastball. Maybe something to try and change the eye level there. But now, I might anticipate another slider down in the zone. Maybe even in the dirt.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Marlins leave 1. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Hector Cortez is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Still pretty early, but they don't have any hits yet, so you need to get it going offensively.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Chopped weakly to the left. Johnson with the bare hand. And a low throw to first that bounces as he can't hang on.
Yeah, a real good effort there at first that doesn't quite save the error. You see how he's set up? He tries to pull this one into his midsection, but that ball had a little too much English on it, and he can't make the play.
And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And a dive, but he's back. Into the box now, Henry Lerma. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down.
And later in the game, maybe you question this decision to run because you worry about taking the bat out of the hands of one of your best hitters. But here in a scoreless game, I doubt they're going to put him on. So that was a good job to take what's given to you.
The 0-1 pitch. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the 4th inning. 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well.
Taken high and deep to right. Back goes Stanton. And that one is out of here. A 2-run shot that gives them the lead. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field as it's now a 2-0 ball game.
Well, it's just a little and not a terrible location, really. But if you're sitting on that pitch in that spot, you could certainly do some damage. And he absolutely did some right there. That's a 2-run homer.
In now, Xavier Scruggs. Yes, he'll take a look at ball 1.
And now's where he can't get discouraged out there. He's still pitching well, only down 2-0. Still plenty of time left to turn it around.
And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
Yeah, trying to go front door with that breaking ball,
Started it a little too far inside, though.
Over the outside half, and it's 2-1. Just one hit apiece for both of these clubs. Now a slider misses, and that pushes the count to 3-1.
And he's got a little bit of work to do now to avoid that first walk.
To short, hit hard. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Catcher, James Iwamura.
At the plate, James Iwamura. He'll swing it from the left side right here. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. Bases are empty, one man out. And a good job to lay off the fastball there close, but it's 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Sinking liner toward left, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Oh, and he botches it.
Yeah, this fastball gets on him pretty quick at 96 miles an hour, and he does just about all you can do with it, and that's take it the other way for a base hit.
Standing in now, number 68. As he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. Runner at first here, one man out. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Fastball, and he's got to duck away for dear life there.
Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
Oh, and he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game.
Third baseman.
You could pretty much follow the thought process here on swing track. He's getting ready for the fastball 1-2, but they give him something off speed, and he was way too early on that swing.
Stepping in now, Ronnie Drew. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. A runner on first with 2 away. Two and 0 now.
And this is a guy that needs to throw that curveball for strikes.
Yeah, when he doesn't have command on it, that's when he has to lean on his fastball. And sometimes that'll get him in trouble.
Here he comes on 2-0. 2-1 after the foul ball there. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. 2 out with the man at first. Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
He's a pitch away from getting out of the inning, and then it all falls apart here with one ill-timed pitch. Now he's going to have to start all over again with the next guy.
Into the box, Jeremy Pruitt, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. That hole getting a little deeper now. It's 2-0. Eric, what are you looking for here?
It's a fastball count, but he doesn't always play by the rules out there, so this could very well be a slider or something away. So in other words, I have no idea.
Looking to minimize the damage here. Behind on the swing that time, and it's 2-1.
When you know that guy's struggling out there, you don't want to be helping him out 2-0.
Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. To 2-2 now.
There's not a whole lot of conviction in that swing. It was almost like an afterthought, like an emergency hack.
Drilled right back up the middle. Fielded by Hechavarria. Throw goes the short way over to Prado, and that'll end the inning. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run home run. Bottom of the fourth coming up. The Zephyrs lead it 2-0. Leading off the inning, Justin Bohr, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Fastball in there for a called strike. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2. Boy, that changeup's had him eaten out of his hand.
Oh, and they've been falling all over themselves trying to get it. But you've just got to know that that's not going to be a strike. It looks like it is, but it isn't.
Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Here it comes, 0-2. That misses, 1-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
Not only has he rung up a lot of strikeouts, but he still hasn't walked a batter to this point. So his control has been really, really spot on so far.
In now, Cliff Floyd. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. 0-1 pitch on its way. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And he takes a called strike 2. No runs, just 1 hit, and 1 error so far for the Marlins. Here's a fastball in on the fist, and that'll even things up at 2-2.
I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, heading for second now. And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
The right fielder, number 27, Giancarlo Stanton.
So a runner on second with 1 down now. And set to stand in the ultra-dangerous Giancarlo Stanton. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. A high strike there, and it's 1-1.
Yeah, and even though that's a tough one to get on top of, I think he'd say he got away with one right there. That's in too good a location when the matchup's not in your favor.
And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. 2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed 2-2.
And this is a guy who will not get cheated up there, and he almost came out of his shoes on that one.
Set to deal on 2-2. Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
Yeah, a lot of lefties like to throw that slider down and into right-handed hitters, especially with 2 strikes. He knows he's got to protect, but that's a very tough location there.
Martin Prado now, as he'll come up empty there as he misses the off-speed pitch for strike 1.
Well, this guy has thrown a first-pitch strike to about 50% of the batters he's faced. He's pitching well, but those numbers could be pumped up a little bit.
The 0-1 pitch. Shot towards second. And that's through into center field. Base hit. Around third and being waved on home. And the run is in to score from second. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
That's a great example of one teammate picking up another there. After the guy before him struck out and couldn't drive the run in, he gets him off the hook here by knocking in the run with 2 away.
Chris Johnson steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single.
And that's a nice job right there to drive in the run by the last guy, and it can definitely fire up a team when someone comes through big time with 2 outs.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
Now you've got the tying run over at first, 2 away. He's going to be looking to try and find a gap right here and bring that guy all the way around to score.
Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate.
I think he was trying to get that slider in on his hands, but I don't think he meant for it to get in that far. I think he just released it a little too late.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. A step on second for the force, and that'll do it. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. If we played 4 full, New Orleans is out in front, 2-1. Adam Conley heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
The pitcher, number 61, Adam Conley.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Grounded up the first baseline. Bohr gloves it, and he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
Yeah, he's able to set down his opposite number there, and I'll tell you, these 2 guys have pretty much matched each other pitch for pitch so far.
Derek Sauer will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. Looked like a slider perhaps, but it missed badly, and it's 2-0.
When you start that pitch off the edge, most guys know well enough to lay off. You've got to start it on the edge if you want him to chase.
5th inning, 2-1 our score. Look out. All over the place now. 3-0.
Now that he's worked it to 3-0, he's got a couple of free pitches here to pick out one he really likes.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1. And that misses for ball 4.
Tough take there on 3-1. I mean, if this pitch missed the inside corner, it did not miss by much. But he's going to reach base anyway.
Hector Cortez will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one.
Well, anytime you throw a first pitch strike to less than 50% of the hitters you're facing, you're looking for trouble, but not so in this game. We're in the middle innings here, and he's still pitching well.
Grounded back up the middle. Oh, he does get to it to knock it down. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely.
Right fielder,
Henry Lerma steps in, working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. Fastball too high to start him out here 1-0. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Oh, and trouble lurking now. He's got it to 2-0.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in a strike zone.
Lays off a fastball, but it's over for a strike. 2-1. Now both runners are breaking left side. And that's through into left, a base hit. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's now 3-1.
This guy has certainly been a tough out so far. He follows up that home run from earlier with his 3rd RBI of the ballgame.
Xavier Scruggs will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. First offering on its way. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1.
And I think that's been a big part of the problem so far. He just can't locate his fastball, especially in situations where he has to.
Runners are at first and third, 1 away. One and one. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does 2 things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal at all.
On the ground up the middle. Wow, a flip to second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. It's a run on 2 hits, 1 left. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Zephyrs lead it 3-1. JT Realmuto will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike 1.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is 1 big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game, because right now they just seem out of it.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Hit on the ground to third. Drew fields it cleanly. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Yeah, on a slow chopper like that, that is the third baseman's ball if he can get to it. He's got the momentum going the right way towards first base, so he'll just cut right in front of the shortstop and make that play to first.
Here's Echeverria now, as he'll swing here and lift a fly ball out to right center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The pitcher, number 16, Jose Fernandez.
Now at the plate, Jose Fernandez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat, 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
And this is part of why he's had a lot of success so far. He's done a lot of work on the edges and stayed out of the middle of the strike zone.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Miami down in order, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. James Iwamura makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Fastball at 96 on the radar gun, and it's 1-1. Grounded to third. Gloved by Johnson. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Well, he is definitely doing his part out there. You see his line so far. He's keeping his guys in the ball game. He's just not getting any help offensively.
Number 68 will dig in. He's been a strikeout victim twice in this one.
And we're going to see if he can make an adjustment right here, Matt. They've had his number so far in this one, but this is a chance for him to change the script.
Low for ball 1. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. Three and 0 now. Pitching him pretty careful here, wouldn't you say?
Well, it's possible to be too careful. I mean, this is not a Silver Slugger award winner up there. You want this guy to hit the ball and put it in play.
And he misses, ball 4.
Third baseman number 2, Ronnie Drew.
Now the Marlins skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change, as that's going to do it for Jose Fernandez. So he'll depart after 5 1/3 innings of work and with no shot to win the decision. Kyle Bearclaw will come on now as he inherits a runner at first with already 1 out in the inning.
Kyle Bearclaw.
Ronnie Drew will be the first to greet him here as he'll stand in with a runner at first and 1 away. He's set. Here it comes. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. Throw over to the bag. Don't want to forget about him. One 1-0 pitch on the way. Smoke toward the hole. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
A little bad luck there defensively. If that's hit at an infielder, it's a double play. But instead, now you're in hot water here with 1 away.
Into the box now, Jeremy Pruitt, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1.
That thing's coming in there hot, 96 miles an hour.
Oh, and 1 count and the pitch. And oh, look out, up and in and nearly took his head off.
He will definitely give you something to think about up there. There are no comfortable at-bats against this guy.
Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Fastball called strike, 1-2.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
Oh, and a huge strikeout there as he certainly does his job out of the pen. And we'll see how they go after the next guy here.
Well, you talk about a big time to come up with a strikeout. Now, you still got one more guy to get through here in the inning. But now with 2 outs, you can take a step back, take a deep breath, and know that those runners have to stay put at first and second.
Adam Conley strides in now, and we'll see if he can come through with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th.
Well, there's still a lot of this game left, but it is starting to get late. This is a big opportunity that they don't want to let slip away.
Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. Oh, look at Johnson. And from his knees, he got him. Boy, all arm there as the side is retired. Marcell Ozuna will stand in to start things off as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just 1 hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
First pitch on its way. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. For that man right there, just the 1 run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
2-0. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Hit hard to short. Sauer takes it in. And taken in out there for the first out.
Yeah, it's kind of been one of those days. There haven't been too many balls hit hard. And even when they do hit one hard, it's an atom ball.
Justin Bour stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. 1 strike pitch is a fastball high, and that evens things at 1. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
2 strikes.
1 run on 3 hits and 1 error so far for the Marlins. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Yeah, he came right back in there with the fastball. Even a little tighter that time. That's what you have to do against a guy like this.
And that's taken high for a ball. It's full now. 3-2.
Well, he almost hit him on the last pitch, and he's showing he doesn't care. He's coming right back inside.
And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
The left fielder, number 30.
Well, in case you're just tuning in, you've missed a lot of these so far. 11 for him in the contest all told, as he just continues to mow down the opposing lineup here late into the ball game. Standing in now, Cliff Floyd. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1.
And that man right there, he's got to figure out some kind of combination to score some runs for him. They have really been scuffling.
And here's a fastball in for strike 1. 91 miles an hour that time. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Ready on 1 and 2. They try to come in with the fastball, but it's too far in, and it's even at 2 and 2. Swing and a little blooper to center. Cortez moving in, and that retires the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. They still trail it here 3-1. Welcome back to South Florida. Before we start the 7th, let's pause to take a quick look at how we got here. It's our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Derek Sauer is set to get us started for the late innings of this one.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1. Bounce to first. Bohr is up with it, and he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
Center fielder, number 8, Hector Cortez.
Hector Cortez gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. And this is just off the outside corner, ball 2.
2 really close pitches to kick off this at-bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with 2 good takes.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
He knows the drill out there. You got to make him swing the bat. Cannot be giving up walks at this stage of the game because those could be fatal.
3-0 count. Here it comes. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Maybe you worry about this guy getting a little too slider happy. That's 3 in a row now, so you're giving that guy at the plate a pretty good look at it.
And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
The right fielder, number 16.
Henry Lerma will step forward now following the walk as he'll hit with a definite speed threat at first and 1 away.
You can bet he's going to see some fastballs in this at-bat. I'd be looking dead red.
And now the Marlins bullpen will swing into action as a lefty and a right-hander start to get loose.
Now a throw over and a dive, but he's back in. Another look to first and a dive, but he's back in there. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Runners on first with 1 down. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like he's trying to get a ground ball here. He's coming right after him, trying to get a punch out.
Here's the 0-2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
And that works almost like a pitch out there, just in case he's thinking about it.
Now a move over to first, and he'll get back in safely. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. The 1-2 pitch. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
This guy's one of those unsung type pitchers. He's not the setup guy, he's not the closer, but these are the guys that keep you in the ball games, and he's doing the job here.
Xavier Scruggs will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far.
Well, guys, it just hasn't been his day. Sometimes cleanup hitters are sort of all or nothing type hitters. But hey, he's still got a chance to make an impact on this game right now.
Prior to the 0-1, here's a look to first. And he just manages to get his hand in. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Now might be a good time to call on that 2-seamer running in.
Here's a look over to first, and the runner back safely. And that fastball's too much for him there, 1-2.
And sometimes you got to cut down a little stride against a guy who's throwing this hard. Either you take that leg kick completely out of the equation, or you get it started just a little bit quicker.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the traditional 7th inning stretch.
Giancarlo Stanton will stand in to lead off the inning. Middle third of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6 as they try to get something going.
And this whole lineup's been pretty quiet all game long. Just the one run, that's it.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Here comes the first pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
I think a lot of pitching coaches would like to see that first pitch strike ratio better than about 60%, but that's what he's got going for him tonight, and he's pitched very well.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Nothing inside here, at least not to start the at-bat, and I imagine that's by design.
Yeah, they'll give him right field. They just don't want him to turn on something.
Strike 2 called, and it's even at 2. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
And down by 2, you better believe they'll take a leadoff walk right here. Anything to get a base runner.
No walks yet. Here's the delivery. Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game.
Well, the strikeout pitch has certainly been there for him all afternoon, and this, in fact, is the 3rd time he's victimized this guy.
Martin Prado now. Hit hard up the middle, and that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
Yeah, and about the only drawback you have to having so many strikeouts is that it really runs that pitch count up. And you can see on the graphic right here that that total's starting to get up there now, so he may be getting just a little bit tired.
Chris Johnson will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. From the stretch. Swing and a liner. Foul. Here comes the 0-1. Line to the right side. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
And this is really one of the few balls they've hit solidly all afternoon. So now we'll see if maybe they can get something going here.
Now here comes the skipper out of the first base dugout heading for the mound. And we're going to have a pitching change, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll leave with the lead. Can't lose this one, but he is responsible for the 2 runners out there, so he could get a no decision if they were to come around and score. Hugh Gonzalez will get the call now, as he'll try to get the final 2 outs and send this one along into the 8th.
Gonzalez.
JT Realmuto will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
First delivery to him on the way. Now a chopper to second. This will be a tough turn. Fielded cleanly to second for one. Adeiny Echeverria will come forward now at a great RBI chance here with runners at the corners.
And these opportunities have been few and far between so far. They've got to make something happen soon, or this game might just get away from it.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four-seam it every once in a while. And when he does, you can forget it.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Marlins strand a pair. Score holds. It's 3-1. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Dustin McGowan will be summoned from the bullpen now, as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
And batting in the 8th spot, number 33, Dustin McGowan. Now playing shortstop and batting in the 9th spot.
Leading off the inning, James Iwamura, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
For the Zephyrs, catcher, James Iwamura.
And the McGowan fastball, good for strike one. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
Hit hard back up the middle. And this is going to be through into center field for a base hit as the leadoff man's aboard in the 8th.
Yeah, really not a bad pitch when you look at it. This is at the knees with some movement. He just uses the center of the diamond and checks in here with a base hit.
Stepping in now, number 68. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
Yeah, when that's upstairs like that, that's a pitch you've got to leave alone and make him bring something down.
Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. Down the third baseline. Johnson's got it to Prado for one. On to first, and they get them both.
Third baseman number 2, Ronnie Drew.
Ronnie Drew steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. In there at the knees, strike one. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Ozuna will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. D. Gordon will stand in now as he'll be getting his first plate appearance in this one here in the 8th.
The shortstop, D. Gordon.
He's set, and the pitch. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up.
Wow, just a jam sandwich right there, and all he's holding is about half of his bat. Those look like the kind of bats I used to swing with.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. Lerma ranging forward. 1 down.
The center fielder, number 13, Marcell Ozuna.
Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Lamont Landis will get the call now as he'll try to get the final 2 outs here and get this one on to the 9th inning.
Number 87, Lamont, now playing third base and batting in the 9th spot. Number 69, Lewis Hahns.
Marcell Ozuna will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far.
Yeah, guys, not really providing the spark that they usually hope to get out of him. Maybe he can make something happen right here.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1. And it's quickly 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
And they took him right up the elevator shaft on these 3 pitches. And you could chart where they are. First one low, second one about belt high, and then the third one up around the letters. 3 different locations, each yielding the same result.
In now, Justin Bour. High in the air out to center field. Cortez has it in his tracks. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Miami down in order, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Striding in to start the 9th, Jeremy Pruitt, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
And so far in this ballgame, he hasn't even been on base yet, so we'll see if he can make an adjustment here.
Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The 0-1 on its way. Outside at 94, 1 ball and 1 strike. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Swing and a liner, but this is a foul ball. And he struck him out. And there's the hat trick, as that's his third strikeout of the ball game.
Well, there it is. Hat trick, my friend. That's a third strikeout of the game. You know, luckily, his guys are winning, so it kind of lessens the blow, but actually, not so much.
Into the box, Lewis Cons, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. One out, nobody on. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball one.
If he would have swung at that, you would have never heard the end of it.
And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Now the pitch. And a pretty good take there on the slider down. It's ball three.
You're really wasting a lot of bullets on a guy that you should get out fairly quickly. You got to go right after him. Get him out of here.
That's in there, and it'll run the count to full, 3-2. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are two away.
I'm not quite sure what that was all about. I don't think he knows either. That was almost in the on-deck circle.
Standing in now, Derek Sauer. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. Drilled down the line, but a foul ball, 1-1. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
Oh,
3-1. Hector Cortez would be next if they can keep this inning alive. 3 balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. Floyd giving chase. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. Heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the 9th. New Orleans is out in front, 3-1. Juan Caruso is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
Number 32, Juan Caruso.
Leading off the inning, Cliff Floyd, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least one back here in this inning.
And this is taken outside for ball one.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
Smoked on the ground up the middle. And this is going to get on through into center, a leadoff hit. Giancarlo Stanton will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike one. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And now the wheels spin in that first base dugout.
Oh, that man right there's got to be sweating bullets. Hard to say I blame him at all.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
And reined in, one away. Martin Prado digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. Has a look, now the pitch. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1.
That changeup away is his ground ball pitch. That's a good job to hold off.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. The ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Yeah, an interesting setup now on 2-2. Here's where you really need to pay attention to that guy at first.
Still 2-2. Runners on first with 1 down. Oh, on the ground to first. Can this be 2? The throw pulls him off the bag. To second for 1, and it's wide of the bag and right by him. So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Chris Johnson. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1.
You know, sometimes guys get caught up in thinking about being the big hero. The key here, though, is just keep it simple. See the ball, hit the ball. Usually the best results come with that mindset.
The 1-0 delivery. Oh, and he had him guessing there, and it's a ball and a strike.
And that's exactly where you want to put that thing. Start it right down the middle and trust that its action will cause it to drop.
Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. And another foul ball. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. 1-2, here it comes. Strike 3 called, and now he's 1 out away from getting out of this. JT Realmuto makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning.
That's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
Pulls the string on that one, 1 strike. Runners left in scoring position, one of the big keys to this ball game so far. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1. Grounded fouled off to the right side. 2 down, runners at first and second. And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first.
Now, this is a real shocker here. Hey, raise your hand if you had the minor league team winning this game. Not me. Quite an upset, I think.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he really came through with a dominating pitching performance. You see there, 12 strikeouts, and that doesn't even tell the whole story. That was as good as I've ever seen him pitch.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. The Zephyrs win this thing 3-1. So long from South Florida.
Our final line score. First for the victorious.
Now from the windy city of Chicago, there's a beautiful look at fabled Wrigley Field. Ought to be a good one here between the San Francisco Giants and the Chicago Cubs. Which of these two will prevail? Next on the show. Jake Arrieta gets the starting nod for the Cubs in this one. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, he does like to throw the curveball, and it's one of those 12-6 curveballs, a big downward break. We'll see how much break he has in this one.
Eduardo Nunez heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Shortstop, number 15.
And we are underway from Wrigley as the first pitch of the night is taken for ball one.
First pitch, 7 o'clock.
And back-to-back pitches out of the zone to begin the evening. It's 2-0 now. Game time temperature tonight, a comfortable 66 degrees at first pitch. Arrieta's ready. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Nope. 3-0. Showing some uncharacteristic wildness to start things out.
Yeah, a 4-pitch walk. Pretty much not the way you want to start out against a club like this.
And that misses as well. So that might portend some trouble tonight as he begins the game with 4 wide ones.
Definitely not a guy you wanted to lose there. Now, you got something else to worry about besides your command.
Hunter Pence gets his first shot here with a man on following the leadoff walk.
And you know, guys, we talk about it all the time. Leadoff walks are so dangerous, and we'll see if they can take advantage of this one.
First pitch coming. Here it is. He'll start him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Well, maybe you see a little cat and mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
That evens it up 1-1. Nobody out, runner on first. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-2 now. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Throw over to the bag, and the runner back easily.
Just keeping an eye on him.
None like it in all of baseball. A look at AT&T Park in San Francisco. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Chicago Cubs and the San Francisco Giants. Which of these two will prevail? Next on the show. Madison Bumgarner, a lefty from North Carolina, gets the starting assignment. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, when you talk about starting pitchers, he's one of the most consistent there is in the game. He's got a career ERA in the low 3s. I expect him to throw a good ball game here in this one.
Ryan Sandberg heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Second baseman, Ryan Sandberg.
And our first pitch taken for ball one as we are underway tonight from San Francisco.
First pitch, 7 o'clock.
And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1. Game time temperature here an even 60 degrees. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. In there, and it's even now, 2-2.
And if he can come in here and start putting that pitch in that location, ain't nobody going to touch him.
Bumgarner's ready. Here it is on 2-2. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. Dexter Fowler waits on deck. Hit hard towards second. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Who are you focused on, EK?
Well, of course, you have to like what Anthony Rizzo brings to this offense. He's a home run threat every time he steps into the box. If they want to shut him down, they're going to have to be careful and keep the ball low in the zone. Don't give him anything he can drive.
Stepping in, Dexter Fowler. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Grounded down the third baseline. And now a jump throw against his body. And the throw will not be in time, as I don't think he was going to get him anyway, but a fine effort nonetheless.
And here's a situation where, heck, just make contact. Put the ball in play. You never know. Winds up beating this ball out.
Chris Bryant takes his first shot here with the runner at first now and one away. Now we'll snap one off over to the bag. A dive, but he's back. First pitch of the at-bat. Pitch out. Nothing doing. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Matthew Ross.
Well, Matt, with Ross behind the plate, hitters know they need to expand the strike zone a little bit. He likes to ring it up when it's on the black, or even a little off of it.
Now a snap throw to first. And the runner back.
Just checking.
Runner at first here, one man out. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now, 2-0.
And you wonder if he's feeling just a little bit distracted having that base stealer over there at first base. Sometimes just the threat of a steal can really mess with your head out there.
Two and 0 count. Here it comes. 2-1.
And this is a guy who will not get cheated up there, and he almost came out of his shoes on that one.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Is he worrying too much about that guy on first?
I think he might be. Guys worry so much about the stolen base, but they don't realize that a walk is 10 times worse.
Here's the 3-1. Belted high and deep into right center. Back goes Span, still ranging back. And this one is gone, a home run. So it's a two-run shot to right center as the Cubs are out in front now 2-0.
And you know, the only way you're going to tie this guy up on the inner half is if you go up and in. If you leave it belt high, he can handle that pitch, and he handled that one all right.
Batting fourth,
Anthony Rizzo stands in now.
44, Anthony.
As he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball one. That last home run traveling an estimated 412 feet. Look out, 2-0 now.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
Chop foul right at home plate at strike one. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. Javier Baez waits on deck. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Bounce slowly back toward the mound. Throw gets him, 2 down. And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the Giants lineup defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, when you talk about a position that requires arm strength, right field is one of those. This man, he has arm strength to die for. He could throw it from the wall. He could probably throw it from the darn stands. I hope he gets a chance to show it off in this one.
Into the box now, Javier Baez, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch coming, here it is. Trying to work that slider to the outer half, but it misses 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. 2 out, nobody on. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. 2 for the Cubs in the inning on the strength of this 2-run home run. Home half of the first coming up from McCovey Cove. It's now 2-0 Chicago. Jake Arrieta, the Missouri-born right-hander, gets the job of starting pitcher here. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, he's got a career ERA under 4. For a starting pitcher, that is very dependable. They're just looking for a consistent start here in this one.
Eduardo Nunez comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Giants, the shortstop, Eduardo Nunez.
Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Over at the knees, and that's the second strike. Figure we'll probably see a heavy dose of that sinker here tonight.
It's really a pitch you'll lean on it, especially when he needs that ground ball, but even in situations like this where he's just trying to get ahead.
Ball 3. 3-2 now. On deck, there are the unique stylings of Hunter Pence. He'll be next. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. And with that, a look at Bruce Bochy's lineup card for the Giants. Steve, what's the key for him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, you got to chip away. You're down by 2 after the top of the first, and that doesn't guarantee they're not going to score more runs as this game goes along, but find a way to get yourself back in this game.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone, and that'll bring in the right fielder, Hunter Pence. Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. Swing and a miss. Blew it right by him at 96. It's a ball and a strike.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four-seam it every once in a while, and when he does, you can forget it.
Bases are empty, one man out. And Pence swings and misses there for strike 3, and he's out number 2. And with that, let's take a look at the Cubs alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, Matty, Dexter Fowler, one of those long, lanky outfielders with those great strides that can cover ground, does a great job at running down balls, has a good throwing arm, and basically just a reliable outfielder.
Eddie Murray gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here just to make this guy work a little bit.
Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1.
Well, if these guys indeed want to get themselves a win here on the road, they're going to need a big pitching performance. And this has been a very strong first inning to this point.
And he looks at a slider in there, 1-1. And that's on the outside corner, 1-2. You got to figure that that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
Ready on 1-2. Hard sinker misses, 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full, 3-2.
And you know, with that fella waiting on deck, if you believe in protection in the batting order, this guy is going to get something to hit right here.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. And here's a ball hit in the air. Rizzo is there for it. And that's the 3rd out. Giants are down 1-2-3. They're still down. It's 2-0. Number 40 settles into the box for his first chance.
Leading off for the Cubs, catcher, number 40.
Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Hit to third. Gillespie is there. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Well, that's just good pitching right there. Really ties him up with that fastball in on the hands. And he hits just a simple ground ball there for the easy out.
Jorge Soler steps into the box. Watches a fastball right there for strike one. Hard hit ball to second. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done.
Well, I'll tell you what, he had to get up for that one. Sometimes the leap is a little bit more showy, but not here. He was up there a good 2 or 3 feet to pull it in.
Standing in now, Jake Arrieta. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1.
Well, much better here in the second inning. To me, he looked a little bit tentative early on. It's starting to look like he's finding the rhythm now.
Boy, and he's turned things around from that last inning as this pitch is swung on and missed. It's 0-2 now.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Frozen on the fastball. Never had a chance, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They're up 2-0. Leading off the inning, Buster Posey, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Catcher, Buster Posey.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Caesar is there to take this one, and the bottom of the second starts with a 1-pitch out.
Yeah, jumping on the first pitch of the inning there. Gave it a pretty good ride, but in the end, winds up being a pretty routine first out.
Joe Panik stands in for the first time. Arrieta gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. Hit out towards second. Sandberg scoops it up. Throw on to first. 2 gone.
Batting 6th, center fielder, Denard Span.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And standing fourth is the left-handed hitting Denard Span. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. And Span will watch another one miss. It's 2-0 now. Very patient here in these opening few innings.
And I think that's exactly what they're going to need to do. The more hitters counts that you can get yourself in, the more fastballs you're going to see. And this is a good fastball hitting team.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit on the ground to short. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Giants down in order. They trail things here 2-0. Matt Caesar steps in here to start out their half of the third. Top of the order to follow.
Yeah, and you know he's the number 9 hitter, but you've got to go to the plate right now thinking like a leadoff guy. Just find a way to get on base and then give those 1, 2, 3 guys a chance to drive you in or do something.
First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up. And he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first down.
And after giving up those 2 first-inning runs, he's really been able to settle down, and now that's 6 in a row he's retired.
Ryan Sandberg will get a second shot now. He grounded out to start the ball game.
Yeah, but he hit it hard, though. He put a really nice swing on it, and we'll see if he can do that same thing right here.
Bumgarner into his motion. First pitch on the way. In there at the knees, strike one.
Real good lateral movement on that two-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that, so just keep on throwing it.
Chopped foul right at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Too high. 1-2.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes, so it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
The batter, number
that was quite a nice little battle as we check out the sequence of pitches here. It was a 6-pitch at bat, and as you watch this, you'll see that he wasn't going to go down without a fight. He was able to keep the at-bat alive by fighting off a couple of tough 2-strike pitches, but in the end, finally put away on that pitch right there, 1-2.
Here's Dexter Fowler now. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Two out, nobody on. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
If there's one thing base stealers don't like, it's when you throw at their legs. Now that's their meal ticket you're messing with.
A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Posey is up with it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Cubs are down in order, but they're on top 2-0. Angel Pagan will come forward to begin the inning. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
They're still searching for a base runner. It's been 6 up, 6 down to start the game.
Here's the first pitch to him. I tried to hold back on that pitch outside, but went around for strike one. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
And that's right where you want to be throwing those sinkers, but he's doing a good job at the plate of not chasing.
Swing and a liner, but this will be a foul ball. And another foul ball. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
This is nothing more than a great pitch here on 2-2. Just a changeup that totally bottoms out right there. Very tough to do anything with that.
Here's Connor Gillespie. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball one. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Good hard slider at 88. It's 1-2 now. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out.
Wow, a real sharp break to this thing. It's a slider, and he starts it out over the middle of the plate. Now the hitter thinks he's got something that he can handle, and then this thing just makes a beeline right for his hands. That is a tough pitch.
Madison Bumgarner will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
First delivery to him on the way. And a slider runs in on him as he has to lean out of the way.
And right now, these guys just need something to break their way. A blooper, a bunt, a hit by pitch. Something to get a base runner and give that guy something else to think about out there.
1-0 pitch is a sinker swung on and missed 1-1.
Oh, and he's sure got a good one, doesn't he? That ball goes from about knee-high to ankle-high in the matter of about 5 feet.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Giants are still searching for their first hit of the ball game. Line drive to left. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night.
Leave it to the pitcher to finally get him a base runner. It was 8 up, 8 down before he stepped in, and he's saying, what's so hard about this?
Stepping in now, Eduardo Nunez, as he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. Hit hard back up the middle, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Yeah, sometimes after 2 outs, you can let your guard down out there on the mound. But all of a sudden, back-to-back hits have given him a bit of a wake-up call here.
Hunter Pence stands in trying to make it 3 straight 2-out hits. He's got a runner in scoring position at second.
And you know how good hitting can prove contagious in an inning. Let's see if he can keep it rolling.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Still now on 1-2, you don't have to make the perfect pitch out there. The count is still well in your favor on the mound.
1-2 pitch is a slider that misses 2-2.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
Set to deal on 2-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. More from AT&T Park right after this. Chris Bryant is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
Bumgarner has his sign. Here comes the first pitch. And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike one.
You know, it's just so tough to pick out a pitch that you want against a guy like this. Everything he throws is either on a corner or moving like crazy. He's not the kind of guy that's going to give you a lot of options up there to hit.
Good breaking ball, but he missed inside with it. A ball and a strike. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. And they'll back him off a bit with a fastball in, but it's 3-1 now.
And he's got a little bit of work to do now to avoid that first walk.
And he lays off there, ball four. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
You could tell he never did want to give in to him out there. I don't blame him. That first home run was all I needed to see.
Settling in now, Anthony Rizzo. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
In there, strike one.
0-1's the count.
Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Curveball close, but it's 1-1.
Yeah, trying to go front door with that breaking ball started it a little too far inside, though.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Sometimes you just let a guy work his own way into trouble and then take advantage.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. This is line to left, but coming on quickly is the left fielder to make the play for the first out.
And this could have really got this inning off to a great start, but it finds the outfielder's glove out there, and that runner's forced to retreat back to first.
Now we'll step off and fire to the bag, and he just manages to get his hand in. Here's Javier Baez. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball one.
No strike.
There's a belt-high strike to even the count at 1-1. 1-1, here it is. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. Murray is over and he tucks it away for the second out.
And here's that swing again. This is in show motion. And
Number 40.
you'll see that that's a few inches above the thumbs. You'll be feeling that one all night long.
Into the box now, number 40, as Bumgarner gets ahead of him with strike one.
Well, anytime you throw a first pitch strike to less than 50% of the hitters you're facing, you're looking for trouble, but not so in this game. We're in the middle innings here, and he's still pitching well.
And low, it's a ball and a strike. And he punts the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
Yeah, after that last swing, I would have thought they'd go right back in, but that's actually not a bad location because I doubt he was looking for something out there.
And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
And you know the problem with his slider, and it almost sounds stupid to say it, but sometimes it can literally move too much. I mean, it's a great pitch, don't get me wrong. But here, look at how far this thing runs in. That's a pitch that can be hard to control at times, and here it winds up costing him.
In is Jorge Soler. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball. 1-0. Two runs on two hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. And he misses again. 2-0.
He's in a situation now where he does not want this game to get away from him. Two guys on already. Now he's not in the strike zone to this hitter. He's got to reel it back in because you're flirting with a little bit of danger now with another ball.
Here it comes. 2-0. A strike, and it's 2-1.
That might take the anxiety away for the moment, but he's going to need a couple more here to prove to himself that he's not losing it.
Two down, runners at first and second. Strike two called, and it's even at 2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Has to be thinking strikeout here. High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Back goes Pagan. Gone! So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, and the Cubs have now opened this up to a 5-0 lead.
Oh, and he's a strike away from getting out of this unscored upon, but you can see the location mistake there. And now, all of a sudden, he goes from possibly hanging a goose egg to serving up a 3-run home run.
And it looks now like a right-hander's getting hot in the Giants' bullpen. In now, Jake Arrieta. And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort. Seems like they're showing a lot of faith in this guy, leaving him out there.
And I think you appreciate that as a pitcher, but sometimes when you don't have it, you don't have it. Looks like this is going to be one of those times.
That evens it up 1-1. 1-1, here it comes. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. You know, you start to worry that maybe this already has the makings of a short outing.
And that's not what that man right there wants to hear. He'd hate to have to make a change this early, but he might have to.
A good movement bearing in. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. 3 runs already home here. This one's blooped out toward right center field. Calling for it. Hence makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. But the Cubs do get 3 on the 3-run home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's the Cubs 5 and the Giants nothing. Eddie Murray started out here for San Francisco with Buster Posey to follow on deck.
Well, you know, they've fallen behind by quite a bit in the early going here, so they need a good inning here to get them back in the game.
Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball 1. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
That got in his kitchen big time right there.
And, oh, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
Well, I know that instantly everyone's going to start pointing fingers out there, but when you're facing a guy like this, as a pitcher, you have to be allowed to work inside. That'll hurt a bit, but it's just part of the game you have to live with.
Buster Posey is at the plate now, flied out in his first at-bat. Starts him out with a sinker that's inside, 1-0. Nobody out, runner on first. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. He'll go to the bag for 1, and it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
You know, that's one that you just don't see that often. Safe at second base, but out at first. Just shows you the speed he has at first base that he was able to beat the throw into second.
Here's Joe Panik. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. And he misses with it, 1-1. Here's the 1-1. Ripped down the first base line. Oh, look at the stop by Rizzo. It's in time.
Whew, no problem. And that's a great play down at first just to make sure that he gets an out right here. The runner will move up a base, but that's a small price to pay for getting that out at first. Well done.
Here's the center fielder, Denard Span, as he'll lay off a curveball in the dirt for ball 1.
Yeah, even though you've got a big lead,
you don't want to give him a cheapie. That's a nice block right there.
And Span will watch another one miss. It's 2-0 now.
With the runner at third, 2 away, I think they're just being awfully careful right here.
And a sinker is over that time. It's back to 2-1.
Well, I think the time for patience is over. You've got to make something happen up there when you've got a runner in scoring position.
Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Angel Pagan would be next. 2 outs here with a runner at third. Looked like a sinker there, but he got under it anyway. This is lifted out to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So no runs here, no hits, no errors, and a runner left. We played 4 full. Cubs lead it 5-0. Matt Caesar heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
The left fielder, number 20, Matt Caesar.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1.
Well, this start's been a real bear for him so far. You see the pitch count here to start the 5th. That has to be a concern.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. A good tailing fastball for a strike, 1-1.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2. Grounded to short. Nunez fields it cleanly, and the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Up next for the Cubs, second baseman, Ryne Sandberg.
Ryne Sandberg will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yep, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
Hot shot to third. On to first, and Bumgarner's rolling right through him here. 2 away now.
And here's a guy that needed a quick inning after giving up 3 runs the last time around. He's got the first 2 outs here. He's looking a lot more determined out there now.
Dexter Fowler will step in. A ground out victim as last time. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit. A lot of balls down in the zone in the last inning or so.
And I think that's in response to getting bit by those 2 home run balls. He might be a little leery of challenging guys right now, and I don't blame him. Keep it down there.
Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
5 runs, just 3 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
Well, with 2 outs and nobody on, the best way to make a team pay for hitting it is to come around and score. Let's see what they can do.
Chris Bryant strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. And he'll step off and fire to the bag. And a dive, but he's back. Bumgarner sets. Here's the first pitch. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Maybe you see a little cat and mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
Here it comes, 1-0. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So after the 3 spot last time around, he's able to bounce back and hang a 0 here. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Cubs are on top, 5-0. Angel Pagan will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
Into the seats, 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Down the third baseline. But a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Softly on a line to third. And this will be gobbled up fairly easily down there at third for the first out.
It seems like these guys have had a difficult time squaring up the baseball against them so far. Here's another one that's just a simple soft liner. They don't come a whole lot easier than that.
Here's Connor Gillespie. As the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. One out, nobody on. Hit to first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
The pitcher, number 40, Madison Bumgarner.
Brandon Crawford will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 35, Brandon Crawford.
Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
He did not like that one bit. You know, it's one thing to work in with the hard stuff, but don't do it around the dome.
Oh, that one got the pitcher. throw will be too late as he can't recover in time.
You wonder if this is a ball that he probably should have just held on to. Instead, he tries to force it to first, and I think they're going to score this as a single and an error.
Into the box, Eduardo Nunez, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
With 2 outs and a base open, I don't think he's going to see anything here the rest of the at-bat.
The 2-0 on the way. Had a rip at the 2-0 sinker, but came up empty at strike one. Swung out and missed, and it's even at 2-2.
Yeah, 1 pitch away now from getting through 5 shutout innings. And I'll tell you what, the way he's throwing, this could turn out to be a night off for the bullpen.
And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Soler is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. 1 left for San Francisco. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Number 64 will come in and pitch now.
For the Giants, number 64.
Anthony Rizzo will get settled in here as the Cubs look to get it going in their half of the 6th. And now the Giants are going to get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Squared that one up just a little late. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike.
I'll give him this. He's not intimidated up there. That was inside. Close to triple digits. He didn't even flinch.
And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. And that's in there above the belt, so it's even now, 2-2. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
Now a swing and a fly ball. Pagan on the move. And this will fall, but it's a foul ball. Chop foul over towards the dugout. Here's the pitch on 2-2. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now. One thing that man right there will not tolerate, leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
And for as hard as he throws, he's not just a thrower out there. I mean, this is pinpoint accuracy with his fastball. He puts it right on the knees on the inside corner. Not a whole lot you're going to do with that pitch.
Here's Javier Baez. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1.
Oh, and you wonder if maybe he decided beforehand just to take a pitch up there first. Too bad for him because that thing was right down Broadway.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Well,
That's a good thing that pitch was above the strike zone, because a few inches lower, and that ball's right in his wheelhouse.
Grounded back up the middle. And that is through into center field for a one-out single.
Well, not a game to remember for either offense so far. Just the 7th hit combined between the two teams.
Number 40 will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Skied into straightaway right. Hence over to his right. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
The batter, right fielder,
Jorge Soler will stride in again, as first we flash you back to his at-bat in the 4th inning, and what a big one it was. A 3-run home run that was certainly one of the big blows in the ballgame to this point. And a breaking ball runs in and gets him, and I doubt there was any intent behind that.
the pitcher number.
Now we'll take another look. This is nothing more than a breaking ball. It just didn't break. You can see he starts it inside and it just backs up on him.
Standing in now, Jake Arrieta, as he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1.
Yeah, even with 2 on and 2 away, this is not a guy that's going to back down out there. He comes right after him with a fastball, and he gets ahead.
And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
And you can't make this easy on him right here. At least make some contact and force him to make a play.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Maybe a good opportunity here to show him a changeup, give him a different look.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. And that misses 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
2 men are on with 2 men out. Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now.
He is definitely not a guy that's going to back down out there. Right after the hit by pitch, he comes right back inside with another heater. Kind of shows you what he's made of.
Full count here. Here comes the pitch. Lined hard toward right center. And that's in there. Base hit. And the runner from second is in to score. It's a 6-0 ball game.
Oh, and that's just a killer right there. An absolute dagger. A 2-out, 2-strike RBI by the pitcher, and whoa, that one hurts.
Matt Caesar will dig in for a third time now. He's popped out and grounded out so far. Here's the first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. Two down, runners at first and second. Fastball at 96 on the radar gun, and it's 1-1.
Yeah, there's a good one right there, right over the top. And just fire that thing in there.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. They're out towards left center. And 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for Chicago. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. The Cubs lead this one 6-0. Hunter Pence will stand in to start things off, as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just one hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball 1. And the sinker is over here, and that evens things at 1.
And that has been the comfort zone so far in this outing. He's just lived on that outside corner, and it's paid big dividends for him.
Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Trying to strike him out for the 3rd time. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
You take a look there at the line from our starter. I mean, basically, he's allowed 3 singles so far, and that's it. They haven't been able to mount any real opposition against him so far.
Striding into the box, Eddie Murray. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at-bat.
Yeah, I wonder if he rubbed it.
Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1.
When you look at the way he's throwing the ball, he's thrown first pitch strikes to less than 40% of the batters that he's faced, and yet he's still pitching well, and we're in the middle of this ball game.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. In there, 1 and 2 now.
Yeah, that's just the same pitch 3 times in a row. I guess he figures, why mess with success when you get it to 1 and 2?
Arrieta into the windup, looking to put him away here on a ball and 2 strikes. Right side, hit hard. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
And on the mound, here's where you got to keep pitching like it's a 1-run game. You never want to get in that relaxed mode where you think, I've got some cushion. I can afford to give up some hits. That'll spell disaster.
Buster Posey will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far.
Well, guys, if you split the difference between the fly ball and the grounder he's put in play, you've got a nice line drive. So maybe we'll witness that right here.
He's set. Here it comes. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
Here comes the 1-0. Ooh, and he finds his spot there, 1-1.
Much better sinker there. I think that's the one he wanted to throw to start the at-bat.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Hit down the line at first. And a heck of an effort over there at first, but it'll be for naught as this is a foul ball. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Hard sinker misses, 2-2.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
On the ground to the left side. And that's through for his first base hit in this one.
Well, that's the frustrating thing for a sinker baller. When you get the ground ball you need and it finds a hole. Now he's got 2 men on to deal with and only 1 away.
Joe Panik will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
And that's lifted the other way out to left. Caesar comes on now and puts it away for the second out of the inning.
Boy, his guys got him the lead back in the very first inning, and he hasn't looked back since. He's had everything go his way so far, and this inning's turning out to be no exception.
Denard Span will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a slider tails outside for ball 1. In for a strike. It's 1-1.
Yeah, and even though that's a tough one to get on top of, I think he'd say he got away with one right there. That's in too good a location when the matchup's not in your favor.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
And that's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
Chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Giants leave a couple. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Back here in San Francisco, getting set for the 7th now with the Cubs out in front. And before the inning gets underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Will Smith will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Ryan Sandberg will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far.
Yeah, guys, not really providing the spark that they usually hope to get out of him. Maybe he can make something happen right here.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit.
He will definitely give you something to think about up there. There are no comfortable at-bats against this guy.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. And he can't get out of the way there, so the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning.
Yeah, he nearly got him with the last pitch, and now this one does come in and get him pretty good. I think I'd be angry too. That's just not right.
Dexter Fowler steps in, working on a 1 for 2 game so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball. 1-0. One 1-0 pitch on the way.
Now a fastball as he has to lean out of the way there. It looked like he was giving him the evil eye down there, and I can't say I blame him.
Yeah, well, he's already been plunked once, and I don't think he's going to stand for too much more of that.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2.
That's a two-seam fastball right there. It looks to the hitter like it's going to be inside, and then it tails back to the inside corner of the plate.
Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. A runner at first with no outs here. Now he'll step off the rubber and go to first. And the runner back easily.
Simple throw over there.
The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
I love this pitch right here. Just an elevated fastball with 2 strikes. Nothing much to it. He just says, this is just a good old country fastball, and he runs it right by.
Chris Bryant strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Lays off 1-0. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Line toward the alley in left center. And now a lunging catch, and he does a full gainer as well, but somehow hangs on for the second out.
Wow. And let's check this one out again. Look at him stretch out for this thing, and then he's going to tuck into a nice little barrel roll at the end there. That was pretty sweet.
Anthony Rizzo will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far.
Well, guys, it just hasn't been his day. You know, sometimes cleanup hitters are sort of all-or-nothing type hitters. But, hey, he's still got a chance to make an impact on this game right now.
Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1.
Yeah, showing no fear there. He put the pitch right at the letters away, but that guy didn't want any part of it.
Oh, 1, here it comes. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
Gotta like the approach right here. He's basically saying, if you're gonna beat me, you're gonna have to take it to left field, because I don't think he's gonna give this guy anything he can pull.
A pause and the 0-2. And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit.
And even on 0-2, you don't want guys to get into a comfort level up there.
A runner on first with 2 away. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over.
It's time.
1 left for the Cubs, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. Angel Pagan will dig in now. He's struck out and lined out in his first 2 at-bats.
Yeah, he hit that ball pretty hard on the line out. He just couldn't get it to fall for him.
Good late break to the slider here, but he takes it in on the hands for ball 1. A high strike there, and it's 1-1.
Here's a guy that understands. It's all about getting on base at this point, so good idea there just to wait for strike 1.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Arrieta's got his target. 1-2 on its way. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. Number 40 corrals it, and the throw is there to record the first out.
Up next for the Giants.
Boy, that's a really nice play there behind the plate. He doesn't panic. He takes his time and makes the good throw on to first. So score that a strikeout with a 2-3 putout for good measure.
Here's Connor Gillespie. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one.
Well, we've talked about all the strikeouts. The only side effect is right there, though. He's run up a pretty high pitch count now.
Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
And this might be just what the crowd needs to get off their hands a little bit. Last thing you want to do on the mound is hit a guy and have the crowd come to life against him.
Gregor Blanco will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 7, Gregor Blanco.
Out in front of it, strike one. Runners on first with one down. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate.
Well, don't expect him to forget throwing inside. Even after the hit by pitch, he just won't start giving in to guys out there.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Soler is there. He's got it, and there are two down now.
Now batting.
He continues to pitch well out there. Here's his pitch breakdown so far.
Digging in, Eduardo Nunez. He flew out in his last at-bat. And he lays off there 1-0. I know we have a tendency in the media to get hung up on pitch counts, but this is a legitimate workload he's sweated through so far.
Yeah, anytime you get up around that 110 mark, you put in a full shift, and he's fast approaching it here.
And this one's in the dirt. The tag, and they'll get him at second, and with that, the side is retired. Giants are down quietly. They still find themselves down 6-0. Sergio Romo will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger.
Romo.
Javier Baez gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point.
Javier Baez.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Hit down the third base line, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike two. Bounce to first. Murray takes it in, and he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
Now batting, number 40.
Number 40 will step in. He's 0 for 2 to this point. Too high, 1-0. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
He's showing pretty good patience here for a rookie. Those were 2 tough takes, but he's got it to 2-0.
Hits are even right now at 5 aside. And he gets the slider over here. It's 2-1 now. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Jorge Soler is on deck. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Ready with the payoff pitch. And this is swung on and missed. 2 are quickly retired to start inning number 8.
And this is a guy that this club has really relied on out of the bullpen for the last couple of years now. Really established himself. And it's usually a good thing when your manager has the confidence to give you the ball day in and day out. And that's an excellent pitch right there for the strikeout.
In is Jorge Soler. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
When he's got that slider working the way he wants it, it can be such a weapon for him.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They lead it 6-0. Eduardo Nunez will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Well, that man right there is into his 8th inning of work now. Any concerns going forward?
Well, I think the only thing you have to worry about is that pitch count you see right there. Other than that, he's earned the right to stay out there. Usually the other team will tell you when you're starting to get tired.
And he falls behind 0-2. Arrieta's ready. 0-2 on its way. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2.
Oh, classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
And he punches out another one, make it 9 for the ball game.
Yeah, he just keeps rolling right along. Shutout intact as you get a look at his line so far. Through 7 1/3 innings now, they have just not been able to mount any type of offense against him at all.
Hunter Pence will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
Here's a slider that's inside, 1-0. 1 out, nobody on. On the ground towards second. Sandberg is there. Throw on to first, and Pence is turned away here for out number 2.
Now batting, first baseman, Eddie.
These guys
Murray.
continue to put up very little resistance out there. He's on his way towards a 5-hit shutout.
Eddie Murray will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
And a high strike there, 0-1.
And that man right there, he's got to figure out some kind of combination to score some runs for him. They have really been scuffling.
2 out, nobody on. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Looking for his 10th strikeout. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
And a good job here of making him throw a lot of pitches. I mean, he probably doesn't have a whole lot left in the tank, so the more you make him work, the better your chances of getting a mistake.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Got him swinging in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Giants are down 1-2-3. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. The Bay Bridge, and at the other end, the city by the bay, as we continue tonight's ball game from AT&T Park. Addison Russell will try to get his club a little ninth inning insurance as he'll grab a bat to pinch hit, leading things off here. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. This man out for a second inning of work, and why not? He set him down 1-2-3 the last time around.
Right, and with 2 strikeouts mixed in there as well. Just let him keep going.
In there, and it's even at 1. One pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. High in the air and deep to left center field. Pagan ranging back. Out of here. She was a wall scraper, but it counts just the same. A home run. So a solo shot here to left center field as this lead swells to 7-0.
And if he was guessing up there, he was guessing right, because he's all over that thing like a shaggy dog, and he drives it over the wall.
The left fielder, number 20, Matt Caesar.
Into the box now, Matt Caesar, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. That look says it all in the third base dugout.
That's not the look of a guy who's going to be sleeping well tonight, is it?
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Now a ball lifted high in the air towards shallow right center field. Pence has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out.
Now batting, second baseman, Ryan Sandberg.
Ryan Sandberg digs in with 1 run in and 1 gone in the inning. Here comes the first pitch. A bit high there. A ball and no strikes. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And that's going to give him another great hitting count here on 2-0. No wonder they're up by 7.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. In the air now, out to right field. On the move is Pence. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
The batter, number 24, center fielder Dexter Fowler.
Digging in, Dexter Fowler. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Fastball in there for a called strike. Tap foul at home plate. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Change up, and he ain't buying it. 1-2. The ball flying around the yard in this one, as you see so far there. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. Gillespie has got it, and the side is retired. Cubs tack on another courtesy of this solo home run. Last chance coming up for the G-men. It's the Cubs 7 and the Giants nothing. Hector Rondon will come in now working with a huge lead, so he'll just look to get some work in here.
Hector Rondon.
Buster Posey will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the ninth, as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. Bryant in foul ground, and a rather easy first out.
And that's telling of how they've swung the bat. This has just been a punchless offense so far. And this pop-up is pretty indicative of their struggles.
Joe Panik stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3-4-5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
Low with a fastball here in the dirt even. It's ball one. Hit hard up the middle and into center field as he's aboard with a one-out single.
Not too many balls hit solidly tonight. Just their 6th hit of the game. So now they need to figure out some way to string a few of these together.
Denard Span ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
It was a pretty big strikeout, too, because he had a chance to drive in a run. So I'm sure he's going to be thinking about that missed opportunity for a little while.
Now a swing and a fly ball. Soler sprinting after it. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Rondon pauses, looking for the strikeout here on 0-2. And the pitch takes off inside, and it gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
You know, sometimes when you come into the game, the mound on the field is a little bit different than the one out there in the bullpen. I don't know if that affected him here at all. Maybe I'm just making excuses for him, but he hasn't been in the game for all that long, and he's already in court the wild pitch.
Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And that is swung on and missed by Span as he set down for the second out.
And this is why, as a hitter, working the count in your favor is so important. I mean, here, this is probably a ball, but you can't risk taking this pitch on 1-2 and hope that you get the benefit of the umpire's call. You pretty much have to swing at it, even though you probably wouldn't have been able to do much with it in the first place.
Stepping in now, Angel Pagan. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike 1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high 1-2.
Well, you don't want to get caught looking on the final out, so that's a tough pitch to lay off.
Ball 2.
He's hoping to just run that heater by him, so he's ramped up the velocity here the last 2 pitches.
2 out here and a runner at second. And he gets strike 3 called to end it here, and with that, this one is over.
And you know what? I don't care who you're playing. You know, it's never easy to go out on the road and win any game. So that was a great effort by them in every phase of the game.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory.
Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he definitely turned in the standout performance in this one. He finishes with an even 10 strikeouts, and he was instrumental in leading his guys to the victory.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out the Show Nation.